I'm Michael E. Gerber, and this is the Michael E. Gerber Show, and I'm with Cliff Morgan, my guest. Cliff, tell me about you and your company.
I have to start with my wife really quick because she is why I'm here in so many ways. Her name is Amy. We're college sweethearts, and we now have 2 kids. William, who called me right before we got here and said, "Daddy, say hi to Mr. Gerber and make sure that you take your bags off the belt when you come home." And
how old is he?
He's 3.
Okay. Terrific.
And I have a 6-month-old daughter named Charlotte, and it's amazing the difference between boys and girls.
Yeah.
She already has me wrapped around her finger. So
wow.
That's
so
wonderful.
Give my best to William and Charlotte.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will.
And your wife's name is?
Amy.
Amy. And give my best to Amy.
Thank you.
Is she with you here?
No, she's back in Chicago right now.
Okay, good.
And
so tell me about you and your company, now that I know you have a growing, emerging, extraordinary family.
Thank you. We are a college planning firm that seeks to help bridge the gap between the parents' hopes and the students' dreams. Many parents out there feel absolutely overwhelmed by the college admissions process. And in the midst of a very confusing process, the cost of college is skyrocketing.
Yes.
On the state school side of it, it starts at around $25,000, and on the private school side of it, the average school costs over $40,000. Some of them cost over $60,000 now.
That's a year.
That's a year.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a year. I think it's very important for our guests to know that college costs are skyrocketing and with completely out of reach of most people. So what do you do to help them deal with that?
There's 4 major areas that we work with helping families. The first part is to help get their mind around how to pay for it most efficiently, because the numbers are just too big and they don't know how to do it. And at the same point in time, they're trying to figure out retirement.
Right.
You work with small business owners all the time. That's one of the biggest things that they want to do, right? They want to retire at some point in the future. So families are torn. They're saying, we want to retire at some point in the future, but we want to send our students to school. So we put together customized plans to help them figure out how to pay for that. And that can be using the financial aid code properly to make it so that they don't spend more than they need to, and to have the government, the state, and the school step in to be able to help give them more money. 2, to be able to have the school give them more money through merit-based systems. 3, we use the tax code. Wouldn't it be nice if, even though it's indirectly, that taxes can help pay the college bill for you? So you can save a little bit of money that otherwise would be coming out of your pocket unknowingly.
That's terrific.
And the other way is by using scholarship strategies that are out there that can significantly help be able to pay for the overall college bill.
So it would seem then you're as much of a financial advisor as you are a student, parent, college counselor. You have to be. You'd have to know all of that in order to be able to help them to get through this.
You're absolutely right. There's 2 parts to what we do. I am a wealth strategist. I am a co-owner in a wealth management firm. So we have to work on that side of the balance sheet. So we will take the families through financial strategies, and being a financial planner for the last 9 years, and our partners, some of them have anywhere from 35 years experience to some of them 20s and the 10s. But,
wow.
And our group is across the country. But yes, we do have a wealth management firm that helps with that part. But the better part is, though we help them financially, we're able to help the students significantly.
By understanding better how to think about college in relationship to what they want.
Absolutely. The average student takes over 5.5 years to get through school, where our average student only takes about 4 years to get through school. They don't know who they are or what they want to do on the front side.
Right.
And by working with them one-on-one, we're able to help narrow down that period of time, which is huge cost savings from the numbers we just talked about. If you can take off 1 year. But 2, the students have so much more self-confidence and direction going in, and then they're able to finish at a better college in a much quicker period of time.
Extraordinary. And I imagine, too, that the states, the communities, the federal government is up against it too. So the student loans that have been a major conversation in the news represent a significant problem as well. How do you help them around that?
Oh, great question. There's two parts. One, the states are in major problems. In Chicago, in Illinois, the state of Illinois owes the University of Illinois over $500 million.
Are you serious? $500 million?
And at the beginning of the year, the University of Illinois said, we're not going to raise rates. We're going to have to do this initial bump, that's 4% at the beginning of the year. They unfortunately just reneged on that and raised rates an additional 7% because there's no funding there. So many families that were supposed to get more aid and more help aren't receiving that right now because of what's happening on the state level. So they're getting back loans, and they're not good loans. There's a misconception, though, that many families have that public universities are cheaper than private universities, but private universities have swelling endowments right now, and with many families we work with, it can be significantly cheaper to send your student to a more expensive school,
Really?
A private school,
Wow.
than it would be to be able to send them to the cheaper public school.
You see how ingenious that is, and that's why I love entrepreneurs. So that's why I love you, Cliff. It's because you see through patterns that people don't see. You see opportunity where most people don't see it. So you turn it upside down. It's counterintuitive, and that's truly the brilliance of entrepreneurship. So tell me, you had a story that you were sharing with me that really moved you. About a client of yours. Could you share it with our guests?
Oh, sure. The family that we were talking about was from another country. They spoke broken English. But the father had done just a great job saving money. And he didn't want to have to spend everything that he had worked so hard for. But at the same point in time, he wanted to give his students the best opportunity in life.
His kids.
His kids.
Right.
So he'd be willing to do anything that he needed to. He would give it all up, but he'd rather not. And so he came to a presentation that I was doing at a local university, and we sat down and we had a conversation. And I shared with him that the financial aid code and the way that it works is just like the tax code. There are certain rules that you can go through, and if you understand how to walk through the maze, that you can save yourself a significant amount of money. So we were able to help his student get into the University of Illinois. We were able to help his student save $6,000 more than he otherwise would have gotten per year off the college bill. Now his second student just got accepted.
His second kid.
His second kid.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I called him
You keep on
student.
calling him student.
Well, but because
It's
in my world,
his kid.
It's
Right.
his kids, but to me it's a student. So
I got it.
His child just got accepted into Washington University, very prestigious university, but he also got into Northwestern, and in Northwestern it's almost a full ride right now. And otherwise he would have been spending tens of thousands of dollars, where now it's going to pretty much be free because he understood how to use the system.
That's extraordinary.
So,
congratulations.
So he's great.
on that.
Well, congratulations to him for taking the initiative, because most families don't.
Yeah.
Most families spend more time planning for their next vacation
than
they do trying to figure out what could be the second or third largest expense in their life.
Wow. It's
So
extraordinary.
if you do a little planning, there can be a lot of reward on the backside.
And if you get a really good planner, and it sounds like that's what you are.
And it's because I understand the system.
Of course.
A lot of people think that the financial aid officers will help you. They think that their financial planner that will know how to help them, or their tax accountant. If you don't understand the niche and actually how the system works, you're not going to get the savings.
Yes, but you possess the skills of each of those three that you just mentioned. The tax accountant, the financial planner, but also the student counselor, even better than any one of those three do. So you've merged these three capabilities into this very, very important opportunity for kids who want to go on to school and the parents who have no clue how to make it happen. And I think it's just absolutely exceptional. So I want you to tell everybody how to reach you.
Go onto our website, Our website is uscollegeplanning.com. uscollegeplanning.com. US, no periods, no
You got
anything
it.
else, just uscollegeplanning.com.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My delight.
All right.
And give the young one my best.
I will, thank you.
You too, Jerry.